Hey, greetings, Victor Beatty here. Today I'm at San Francisco State University visiting with Irene Donner. Hey, Irene, thanks so much for taking the time to sit with us today.
You're welcome.
What we're here for today is we want to be talking about how the Bank Smart strategies that Irene has actually implemented into her financial plan have really dramatically changed your financial landscape, haven't they?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. When did you first learn about the Bank Smart concepts? I'm talking about mortgage elimination and acceleration, debt elimination, arbitrage, interest cancellation. When did you first hear about those?
I first heard about them through my mortgage broker, Karen. About 6 months ago, she told me about them, introduced me to them through the email system.
And that kind of piqued your interest.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. At the time, we were discussing some refinancing and looking at my overall mortgage situation.
Now, you're a numbers person, aren't you?
Yes, internal audit.
Yes, okay. I'll bring you my taxes next week. So here's the thing that we want to look at. You were talking to your mortgage broker, Karen, who's part of the Bank Smart team, and Karen had actually introduced you to some concepts that were probably new to you, even though you have a numbers background.
Yes.
You know, you'd be really surprised. I know a lot of people. I have friends that are MBA graduates, and I ask them all the time, so all those years of school, how much did they teach you about how to pay off a home in the most efficient fashion? And you know, all of them say nothing, zero, nada. So it's great that you're in the position to be able to take a look at what this could do for you. Now, let me ask you, how long did it take you to decide that you wanted to have an analysis run on your financial profile?
After a little bit, after talking and listening to Karen and visiting through email, she set me up with a go-to meeting and with another employee of the company and herself, and I was able to sit at home and do the go-to meeting online one Saturday morning and go through the whole technology and product, and it was very fruitful.
Awesome, awesome. So what were the results of that analysis?
The results were that I was looking at a second mortgage scenario, and I initially would have, it was a fixed 30-year mortgage home equity line of credit, and it would take me about 30 years to pay it off. And from switching over to the technology, I'd be able to pay this off in 5 years. And save about $30,000 in interest.
Wow, that's awesome. Really awesome. Now, you mentioned that you have a first mortgage, so that your plan is to pay off that fixed rate second and then move on to the fixed rate first.
That's correct.
And so you didn't need to refinance to do this?
No,
awesome.
No, not at the time.
Awesome. So that 30-year fixed rate mortgage ended up staying right there, and your entire plan is to, at the end of the program, you'll be totally debt-free and own your home free and clear.
Yes, yes, that's a very, yes.
Awesome, awesome. Well, listen, I really wanted to thank you so much for taking the time to sit with us today. And before we sign off, is there anything that we haven't covered that you'd like to share with us?
Yes, I'd just like to pay tribute to my business math classes that I took and spent hours on the interest calculations at 9 and 10 o'clock in the evening to really take full advantage of this technology and new product.
Let me ask you, now that you bring that up, you speak about the technology. What has your experience been using it? It's
been, I would say nifty would be a good word for it. It's been really great and extremely helpful. It's still very new, and I'm enjoying it.
Awesome.
I'm enjoying having a new tool
there you go.
To work with.
We like to call it the financial GPS. But you know, if you'd like to find out more about how the Bank Smart strategies can actually help you in your current financial position, please don't hesitate to use the contact information that you find right here and get in touch with us today. All right, go out and make it a great one.